I already got liquidated for 1, 2, and 3 of my loans, and this was all done on purpose. Hey everybody, hope you are all doing well. In this video, I wanted to talk about Celsius. I want to keep this video very casual and kind of, talk and walk you through with what is going on with Celsius along with the markets. Now, if you are watching this, you are most likely a Celsius user, and as most of you know, on June 12th, which is a few days ago, Celsius paused all withdrawals, swaps, transfers between accounts. So right now I'm inside my Celsius account, and when I click on transfer, I'm not able to transfer anything inside or outside of Celsius. And if I click on swap, I'm not able to swap any of my assets. So we're talking about swapping my Cardano to Ethereum or Ethereum to Bitcoin. I can't do any of that. Ever since then, the market has corrected about 30%. So the market has definitely experienced a lot of fear, uncertainty, doubt. And according to Celsius, they're doing this for our best interest. Now, before I continue with this video, there is something that I do want to share. As most of you know, Celsius has been a sponsor of this channel. To be very honest, it's been amazing working with them. I love using their services and their products. But a part of me does feel responsible for the situations that some of you guys are in, because I know that you've been either introduced to Celsius through my videos or one form or another. Not all of you, but most of you. And now we're stuck in this situation where we can't withdraw or transfer or even close out some of the loans we may have open. I know we're all responsible for doing our own due diligence, research, and managing risk. And I'm sorry for everyone who has funds within Celsius right now, whether it was through me or not, because this should not happen to anyone. Period. It just should not. I'm stuck in the exact same situation, so I hope that I can make videos and update you guys as frequently as possible. Right now, I'm in the process of moving into a new office space, so it's been tricky to make videos, but hopefully I can get out more frequent videos in the upcoming weeks. So for the rest of the video, I'm going to be trying to be unbiased and fair as possible. Now, there are 3 major problems going on with Celsius right now. If you go to their website, they claim that you can access your coins whenever, swap or withdraw your crypto at any time. And as most of you know, if you go to their app, you can't do any of it. So already right there, they've broken a lot of people's trust, including myself. Now, the second problem is that a lot of people have deposited their entire portfolio in Celsius. So right now, either their entire net worth or savings or whatever it may be is locked up within Celsius. They're not able to withdraw it, and there's that fear that they'll never get access to their funds ever again. If you're going through that, I'm really sorry that you're going through that. I know it must be really, really tough. I've been in that kind of situation back in 2017, and I lost sleep. I was stressed. Everything, it was just really tough. And so I'm empathetic to that. Right now, the hope is that Celsius and Alex Mashinsky does right on their end and at least gives people access to their funds to withdraw. I'll talk more about that later on. And the third biggest problem right now is that people, including myself, have loans open within Celsius. They're getting margin called and they're close to getting liquidated, but they're not able to pay back their loans because we're not able to transfer anything into, Celsius or swap assets to USDC to pay back our loans. Therefore, some of us already got liquidated or close to getting liquidated. So there's a ton of things that are completely out of our control. So for the rest of the video, I do want to share what I'm expecting and hoping from Celsius and how I'm planning accordingly moving forward. Now, the first thing I'm going to talk about are the margin calls and how I'm handling this situation. Everything I share in this entire video is non-financial advice. This is my personal strategy and how I'm approaching it. It is completely up to you how you want to move forward. I have 3 margin calls right now. One is for $18,000 loan, a $5,000 loan, and a $10,000 loan. Usually when you get a margin call, you have 24 hours to respond to that margin call. Once your timer is up, it says your loan is now default and you are at a risk of collateral liquidation. We advise you contact your loan manager now. So you have the option of calling Celsius' loan department and paying back your loan through the phone. The wait time I heard is anywhere between 1 to 2 hours. I actually waited a full 2 hours and they said to call back later. So I was like, okay, you know what? Forget it. I'm not going to pay back the loan. I got margin called at 24.1K and my liquidation price is at $19,643. Now my plan with all of these loans that I'm getting margin called on is to actually get liquidated. I already got liquidated for 1, 2, and 3 of my loans, and this was all done on purpose. Now, here's the thing, right? You're probably looking at this and you're like, Eddie, you pulled out way too many loans, but I actually have enough cash, stable coins to pay back all of these loans. I'm not in any debt. Now, the problem issue is that if I pay back these loans, say I call Celsius and pay back all these loans, all my crypto will be unlocked, but it'll be back into my Celsius account. If it's back in my Celsius account, I can't even withdraw my crypto even if I wanted to. Say I wanted to trade it, sell it, or whatever I wanted to, I just don't have any ownership for it. So my preference is that I get liquidated and use the money that I would have used to pay back the loan to buy crypto at a different exchange where I can transfer it into my ledger or a different wallet. You see, what happens when you get liquidated is your crypto unlocks, right? So you get your crypto back, but Celsius sells off the amount of loan that you pulled out. So in my case, it sold off $10,500 worth of Ethereum plus a $316 worth of Ethereum liquidation fee. So I still got around 2 Ethereum back into my account, and what I really lost was only around $316. I got liquidated from this position when Ethereum hit $1,133, and currently it's $100 cheaper. You know, technically I'd be buying it 8.5% cheaper, or I can wait for Ethereum to go lower and buy back at an even cheaper price. I know selling at a loss and getting liquidated does suck, but depending on your financial situation and your tax situation, this is not tax advice or financial advice, it plays in my favor because I can offset some of the gains I had with my losses, and I'm buying back Ethereum cheaper, and I have my money at least off of Celsius technically. So again, just to recap everything, if you pay back your loans in Celsius, your funds will be unlocked, but it'll be unlocked back in Celsius where you still don't have control. But if you choose to get liquidated, then at least you have the cash that you would have used to pay back the loan to buy crypto elsewhere and have full control over it again. And when I mean by control, you're able to buy, sell, transfer, withdraw back into your bank or to a different account. Whereas Celsius, your funds, you can't do anything right now. Now that we've covered the loan part, let's talk about, the group of people that have crypto within their Celsius account, like myself. Like I have $68,000 worth of crypto in my Celsius account. The question is, will I ever get it back? In terms of when, nobody knows, right? I wish it was tomorrow. I wish it was next week, but unfortunately, it's going to really depend on the market condition. Right now, the entire crypto market is in a crypto winter or a bear market, and the market going lower is not going to be better for Celsius. We want the market to go back up because the quicker the market recovers, the quicker Celsius can, resume withdrawals and transfers and all that. Right now, the entire crypto community is extremely toxic. They're adding a ton of fire and negative comments towards Celsius and Alex Mashinsky, but that's not going to help them, right? Personally, for myself, I'm rooting for them. I want Celsius to win. I want their team to win. I want Alex to do right on their end. Yes, they've made some mistakes. Yes, they've taken on too much risk. And I'm pretty sure they have realized that through this, capitulation and this, the sell-off. But more negativity towards Celsius is not going to make them feel any better, right? If anything, I feel like we should try to encourage them and saying, hey, do the best you guys can so that we can get our funds back. Even if that means the company folding after they've returned everybody's funds. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have lost trust within Celsius, and I'm pretty sure they are aware of that. But personally, for myself, I'm just going to be patient. The moment that they allow us to withdraw our crypto, I'm going to withdraw everything. And from here on out, I cannot recommend Celsius to any future users. I guess it really depends on how they shift and adjust their products and services. But as of right now, I'm no longer going to endorse it or recommend it to anybody, even though they have been supportive of this channel. The great thing about crypto, it's transparent and it's public, right? So we're able to see what Celsius is doing, and they've pulled out a loan. Now, the simplest way that I can explain all of this is that Celsius uses our funds to stake it somewhere to earn higher yield so they can pay us out, or they would borrow against our crypto to earn yield somewhere else or loan it out. And that's the risk that comes with using centralized platforms like Celsius. And right now they pulled out another loan to make sure they're not getting liquidated, and their liquidation price right now is at $14,000. Earlier it was at $16,000, now it's at $14,000, so they're trying to lower the liquidation price. So right now we don't want Bitcoin to hit $14,000. I think if we get pretty close, they'll probably try to lower the liquidation price. I'm not saying that we're going to go down to 14K because nobody wants to see a 14K Bitcoin unless you are a buyer. But most likely if we go down to 14K, we are still not going to be able to withdraw any of our crypto. And a lot of people are going to continue to get liquidated within their loan positions, which is very unfortunate. Thankfully, I don't have my entire portfolio in Celsius, but I know some of you may. So the next best hope is that, a company like Nexo buys out Celsius and takes all of their users. So now now we would be under Nexo. Nexo would absorb all of Celsius's debt, and they would allow us to resume, withdrawals and transferring crypto. So this is probably like one of the better cases scenario, but that's only if Celsius says yes to Nexo. Celsius already said no to Nexo once, but again, I'm really hoping for the best on Celsius's and Alex Mashinsky's end. Again, yes, they've done wrong on their end in some degree, but they're trying to make right, and adding more fire to the fuel is not going to help at all. But again, there's nothing we can do, right? So we just got to be patient, wait it out. Hopefully Alex Mashinsky comes out, talks to the public, and share what's going on, give us an update. Like, that's all we really want, right? But at the end of the day, I hope that, whatever's going on with you and Celsius, you don't lose sleep over it and it doesn't affect you emotionally. I hope that you're still able to enjoy life, enjoy your time with your friends and family. I know it's really difficult to do that because personally for myself, right, when I look at my entire portfolio and when I look at my life and the people I have in my life, my loved ones, I ask myself, right, if my portfolio thrived, but my friendships and my relationships didn't, would I be happy? And I wouldn't, right? But if my portfolio went to zero and I still have my life and I still have my loved ones and my friends and family, will I be joyful? Absolutely. Money you can always make back more of, but time with your friends and your family and your loved ones, it goes by a lot quicker than you think. Well, with that said, hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, leave it down below. If you're interested in checking out the Patreon group, I'll leave that link down below as well. That's where I share all my buys and my sells and how I'm navigating through these crazy times. Well, with that said, hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.